Hello bookish people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Megan. In today's video we are going to be picking 10 prompts from the TBR bowl and we are going to pick our February TBR. I am so excited. These are my favorite videos to film. TBRs in general are my favorites to film because it's so hopeful, right? Like, look at all the books I'm going to read. Now, will I read them? That is an entirely different question, but my plans for February is to really tackle my physical TBR. It is my goal in 2024 to read all the books in my physical TBR. And ask me right now how January went. Megan, how many books did you read in January? How many were from your physical TBR? Well, I think I'm gonna end the month around 15 books, and one of them is from my physical TBR. So what that means is we are focusing on my physical TBR for all these prompts. Let's get into it. Let's pick prompt number 1. Hopefully it is a good one. Let's start this off on a high. Let's see what we get. Something from the bottom of the bowl. It says, oh my god, there's my hair in it. I am like shedding. It says pink on the cover. What a perfect prompt. Oh, I just lost it. It's in my hair. What a perfect prompt for February, Valentine's Day month. Let's go pick something. That took me way longer than necessary to pick a book with pink on the cover. But you know what? Surprisingly, I have limited options of pink on the cover books. But the one I landed on is Dream On by Angie Hockman. This is a contemporary romance. I have never read anything by Angie Hockman before, but I know she is a popular author. And in this book, you are following our main character. And I think she goes into like a coma and she daydreams, or not daydreams, but like dreams in her coma of this nice, sexy man. And she wakes up and she like thinks he's real. And she's describing him to everybody, and they're like, no, like, this man doesn't exist. That was just like in your comatose state that you dreamt up the sexy man. And then guess who walks in her flower shop but the sexy man? And she's like, wait, what? What? I thought you were just like a dream in my comatose state, but apparently he's real and he's there, and that is the love interest. And I am so excited to read this. I think it's gonna be so much fun. I've owned this forever, but honestly, it's not that I don't want to read the books that I own forever. I'm just an audiobook girly, and I just went through a period of time of fooling myself into thinking I was a physical book girl because like I love to collect. I love to have a nice shelf, but in my core, I'm an audiobook girl. So yeah, I will be buying this on Audible, and that is the only way it's gonna get knocked off my physical TBR. What are we picking for number 2? Let's find something good. Oh, and romance. Romance? Is this just like made for February? The TBR jar gods know. They're like, Megan, you're picking your February TBR. Let's give you all the on-theme prompts. Romance book. Let's go pick a romance book. That one was way easier to pick because this is the one I wanted to pick for the first prompt, but it had no pink on the cover. So now we are picking it, and that is The Deal by Elle Kennedy. This is the first book in the Off-Campus series, and I recently bought the entire Off-Campus series on Audible. And yes, I do own the whole series in paperback as well, but I bought it on Audible during an Audible sale for this moment because I knew that one day I was just gonna binge the whole series, and I knew I was gonna do it via audiobook. Prompt number 3. What are we gonna pick for number 3? Hopefully get another good book because we're so on theme right now. A book I thrifted. This one, I'm excited for this one. A book that I thrifted because I like to thrift a majority of my books. And for this prompt, I will be reading The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Susanna Collins. And as you can see, I bought this for $2.99. Thrifted it. Honestly, I thrifted this a few months after it came out. Like, I thrifted it when it was still considered a new release. And yes, I have not read it yet. I was like, I'm gonna read it. The movie is coming out. I am reading it. Still hasn't happened. This is the perfect book for this prompt because I have FOMO over not watching the movie, but like I can't watch the movie until I read the book. So here we go. We can knock something off the physical TBR and we can cure my FOMO. Let's get another good one. I'm pretty happy with all these. I mean, they're all from my physical TBR. I want to read all of them. So honestly, anyone we picked is gonna be a good one. Watch me pull out something that says like nonfiction. I'm like, oh, not good. No, it says a fantasy, a fantasy. See, we're on a good kick right now. For this prompt, we absolutely have to read Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. I bought this at Barnes & Noble the last time I went, which I'm kind of like on a book buying ban, but I made an exception because it was the grand opening. Okay, like you think I'm gonna miss the grand opening of my Barnes & Noble for a stupid book buying ban? Not gonna happen. So I bought Divine Rivals. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's obsessed with it. I have been dying to read it just based on the hype of this book. So I am so excited, and I better read this in February. Prompt number 5. Let's keep the good times rolling and the good times going. I don't know what that is. I made that up. Did I? I don't know. I think I took things I knew and mashed them together. The book, the last... I cannot read. Take the last book read, flip to random page, point to a word. Wow, we're getting crafty here. Okay, out of the 8 books that I have read so far, I only own one physically, so we're gonna go with that one. And the last book that I read that I have on my physical TBR, Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir, which I read for a reading vlog, reading Booktuber's Worst Books of the Year. If you want to see that vlog, go check it out. Random page, let's go. Random page, point to a word. Don't. That is what we were at. Don't. And now, don't you love that green sticker? This book I also thrifted. Actually, the last book I did complete is called Don't Want You Like a Best Friend. It's kind of funny. Let me go find a book. Surprisingly, I actually don't own any books with don't in the title. So I guess we just gotta pick again. Another random page. Let's open it up. Point to random word. NASA. I have no books with NASA in the title. Okay, another random page. Let's go. Random page, point to word, rectangle. I have nothing with rectangle in the title. Okay, another random page, another random word. Let's go. Random page, random word, like. Okay, I think I can work with like. I'm actually in shock that I don't have any books with like in the title. So new page, new random word. Oh my God, this prompt is gonna be the death of me. Okay, random page, random word, morality. Random page, random word, attempt like number 10. Let's go. Damage. We need like a the, an and, something basic. Up. I think I could do up, right? There has to be something with up in the title. This prompt will be the death of me. It is such a struggle. I don't even have anything with up in the title. I thought up would be generic enough, but I guess not. What? And this is a big book. Okay, there's a lot of words in this book. How do I keep getting these impossible ones? Internal. I like don't understand much. Do I have anything with much? I'm kind of leaning towards no, but I'm gonna look anyway. We're back to selecting a word. New page. Nonsense, which is how I feel about this prompt. Am. I have to have something with am in the title. Like, I just have to, okay? I just have to. I don't even want to keep doing this. I don't want to keep doing this anymore. This is so bad. Okay. Realism. We got the. Thank God. We finally got the something. I know I have a book with the in the title. For this one, I will be picking What the River Knows by Isabella Benez. So this is a YA fantasy book. I actually started reading it when I got it, and I made it all the way to page 120 and DNF'd it. Not for any negative reasons, but more so I didn't like finish it in a timely manner. Then other books became more important. I also bought it during a Kindle Daily Deal thing going on where I could get it for $2. So now I own the ebook. So I really think that we can accomplish ones, because once I own the ebook for something, we can accomplish it. You see my shelves. I have a million books, but the main ways I read, audiobook, ebooks. Although I have the physical books, it does not mean I'm going to read it. I cannot believe this video is taking so long to film, and we only have 5 books here. I am taking that prompt out forever. I never want to do that again. Prompt number 6, what is it going to be? Takes place in another country. The book we'll be reading for this prompt is A Codename Verity by Elizabeth Wein. This is a YA historical fiction, which is not a genre I usually read, but I saw someone talking about this book on TikTok, and their review of this book made me buy this book. They were just like absolutely blown away, obsessed with it. And I don't know, when someone talks so passionately about a book, it makes me want to read that book, even if the book is not in my like normal genre realm. Prompt number 7, hopefully we continue. I don't know, I feel like we were doing so good till prompt number 5, and then things just went downhill. We have a book you own that is trending on Goodreads right now, which means I need to check what is actually trending on Goodreads right now. Let me be right back. This book should be no surprise, because I feel like this book is always trending on Goodreads, and that is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. If you've been on my channel before, you have seen this in plenty of TBRs before. Will February be the month? I don't know, because if you're also been on my channel before, you know TBRs and wrap-ups, they never look the same. This is for fun, and the wrap-ups are what actually ends up happening. Prompt number 8, let's go. What are we picking? Start a new series. Another one? Another one? We already have Divine Rivals. We already have A Court of Thorns and Roses. What other new series do I need to start this month? I don't know. Let me go find it. For this one, we are picking House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas. Now, this one I am also currently reading. Like I'm telling you, I'm trying to keep this like realistic. Like, what am I really gonna be reading? I'm currently reading this. I am not finishing this in January, so beginning of a series. We're gonna finish it in February. There we go. That fulfills that prompt. Prompt number 9. What is it going to be? Book on the cover. Book on the cover. So it has to be a book on the cover of the book that I'm going to read. For this one, we are picking my most recent pickup from the thrift store. I bought it for $3, and that is The Littlest Library by Poppy Alexander. I have never heard of this book before, but the cover, it drew me in, it grabbed me, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy it no matter what it is about. And you know what, because you can just tell based on the cover, I feel like, what a book is about. I felt like this was gonna be cozy, found family elements to it, people who love books coming together. Finally, we have arrived at prompt number 10. This video has taken way too long to film. It started off on a high. Project Hail Mary effed us up by giving me all the wrong words, but we're here. We are here for prompt number 10. Let's end it on a high. I am so excited, and we are picking LGBTQ plus rep. Oh my god, I have the perfect one for this. I have the perfect one for this. If I picked anything other than this book, it would have been a crime, a literal crime. And the only reason I'm even debating putting this book in here is because honestly, like, I don't know if this will even be read in February, because I think I honestly might just read it in the last remaining days of January, but we shall see. And that is Heartstopper Volume 5 by Alice Osman. I love the Heartstopper series so much. I am just so happy to own Volume 5, and I thought this was going to be the last volume, so I was really sad when it was coming out. Like a bittersweet thing, like I want to read it, but I don't want to read it type of thing. But apparently Volume 6 is the last volume. So my heart is not going to break at the end of this one. But the next one, Volume 6, my heart will be broken, and I will miss these characters so much. But yes, Heartstopper Volume 5 is going to be our book for LGBTQ plus rep. So these are all the books that I'm going to be reading in the month of February. Obviously, I'll be posting reading vlogs as well. So if we veer off the TBR, you will see it. But let's quickly rapid fire what we are reading. We have Dream On by Angie Hockman. We have The Deal by Elle Kennedy. We have A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins. We have Divine Rivals by Miss Rebecca Ross. We have What the River Knows by Isabel Ibanez. We have Codename Verity by Elizabeth Ween. We have A Court of Thorns and Roses by Miss Sarah J. Maas. We also have another Sarah J. Maas book with House of Earth and Blood. And then we have The Littlest Library by Poppy Alexander. And last but certainly not least, we have Heartstopper Volume 5 by Alice Osman. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe down below for more videos like this, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!